New York Times has long been known for its Sunday crossword. It has added more games in recent years like Wordle and Sudoku. You might be able to guess this next one, the number of people who pay for the games alone, more than a million. More than a million people pay for the games alone. The Times hopes that including games in all access bundle will help boost its overall subscriber numbers. It's trying to reach 15 million subscribers by the year 2027. Jonathan Knight is the head of games at the New York Times. He joins us live now from California. Jonathan, so good to be with you. My husband is a huge Wordle fan. Every weekend he's doing it. Just walk us through how key Wordle has been. I understand that it was pretty much the most searched word globally in 2022. How key has Wordle been in terms of boosting subscribers at the New York Times?
Hey, well, thanks for having me on. I'm really happy to be here. Wordle's huge. It's been an awesome year. We acquired Wordle at the end of January of last year, so it's been a little more than a year. And yeah, it's just tens of millions of people are playing Wordle. We're really happy with how many people are still playing it. And it's been very effective at just bringing a large new audience into our ecosystem and introducing those people to all the value that we have to offer. So it's been massive, and it's been a really fun year.
Obviously, the New York Times crossword is also popular. Just the fact that you've added Wordle to that, I mean, has that taken over in terms of popularity? Are we seeing people, are we seeing the crosswords essentially become a lot less popular as people turn to Wordle instead?
So, we have a portfolio of games. We've got the Daily Crossword, which is iconic, and we've been running that since 1942. We have Spelling Bee, which is a really fun word-finding game that's grown quite a bit in popularity. It launched a little under 5 years ago. We have the Crossword Mini, which is a little bite-sized crossword that you can do every day in a minute or two. And now we have Wordle, and we have a few other games as well. And what I would say is that each one of those games plays a different role in the portfolio. It plays a different role in people's lives, and we're really happy with kind of the collection of games and the different roles that they play. Wordle is about reach. There's so many people, not just in the U.S. but internationally, brought in a younger, more diverse, more international audience to us, and it's a great way for us to introduce people to some of our more in-depth games that are more involved, and some of which require subscription to play. So that's the role that it plays kind of in the funnel, and we're really happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on this already just now, but how has Wordle changed the demographic of your games audience?
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's younger, it's more international. I mean, I think it's we're roughly anywhere from 2/3 to 3/4 of Wordle players are in the U.S., but relative to our other games, that's actually a smaller percentage. So we brought in a much more international audience and younger. I mean, look, our crossword subscribers tend to be a little older. That's a really important user base for us, and frankly, it's bigger than ever. So we're not seeing like any weakness in the crossword following. It's kind of a generational product, and a lot of kids become adults, and their parents solve the crossword and still do, and it sort of gets passed down generation to generation. We're finding Spelling Bee as a game that parents and kids play together and skews a little bit younger. And then, Wordle is just kind of for everybody.
So I understand that 2022 was the second best year ever after 2020 in terms of subscriber additions. Why is that? I mean, obviously, Wordle is part of that fact, but why else?
Well, 2022 was a great year, and I don't think we've necessarily published specific games numbers. And a big part of that is because more and more we're bringing people in through the all access bundle of products, and we're actually having people who start on games and look to subscribe to games actually just go straight to that bundle, which I think you mentioned at the top. So in a way, it's really changing how we think about how we count subscriptions and subscribers. So I wouldn't even necessarily say that 2020 was better than 2022 in that regard. 2022 was a great year for us, and we do attribute a ton of that to to that Wordle funnel. And basically what we're finding is that after you play Wordle, your appetite is whet for more word games. And we're right there with Spelling Bee. We're right there with crossword. And, enough people are discovering what we have to offer with the full product, and it's just driving subscriptions. We're also seeing that people are discovering, the breadth of what the whole company has to offer. The New York Times, our strategy is to be the essential subscription for people looking to engage with and understand the world, curious people. We have news, obviously, at the center of that, but there's a great cooking product. We have Wirecutter, which is about product recommendations. And we acquired The Athletic, which is a huge, premium sports journalism site. And so people through Wordle are discovering the breadth of what we have to offer, and it's driving great business.
And Jonathan, one quick question. I literally have about 10 seconds left. What is your go-to Wordle word to start with? Mine is clean. What is your word?
Clean. I like that. I may try that tomorrow. I typically
it doesn't work
start
very
with
well for me, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, I like to rotate.
Okay.
Every few weeks I get bored and I try something, but I will say I've been stuck on STARE, and it's been pretty effective for me. So that's my current go-to.
Oh, stare. Okay. I'll try that one out too. All right, Jonathan Knight, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And that is question.